Freedom in mind, faith in words, pride in our heart, memories in our souls. Today, let us remember the golden heritage of our country and feel proud to be an Indian. A very warm and rejuvenating morning to respected Director Ma'am, Principal Ma'am, faculty members, parents, and all my lovely children. I, Falguni Sahu, faculty member at Delhi Public School, Sahibabad, cordially welcome you in this auspicious occasion of Republic Day. Today, we are commemorating 72nd Republic Day of our nation. A nation which reminds us of our struggle, the glory of our country. Let us make our country a progressive one. Let us bow our heads to our motherland. Jai Hind.
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, into the heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. With these words by Rabindranath Tagore, I, Ruchika, on behalf of Delhi Public School, Saibabad, welcome our Honorable Director Ma'am, respected Principal Ma'am, teachers, parents, and dear friends to this blissful morning, where we are gathered to celebrate our 72nd Republic Day. If yet your blood does not rage, then it is water that flows in your vein. For what is the flush of youth if it is not of service to the motherland? With these inspiring words by Chandrasekhar Azad, I request everyone to please rise for flag hoisting.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्ज्वल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, ma'am. The tricolor flutters majestically. The three colors on our national flag, saffron, white and green, symbolizes sacrifice of millions who died fighting for it, and peace and prosperity that prevails in our nation. It reminds of our responsibility that we have towards our nation. Now I request Honorable Director Ma'am to share her precious thought to the audience on this blissful day.
Youngsters like you and small children like you will participate in the policy making, will participate in the discussions on how to take the country ahead. Being a diverse country with so many states and so much of diversity, the unity in this diversity is very, very important for all of us. So we should learn to respect not just our own, culture and our own religion, but it is very important that we also respect the other cultures and the other religions. Only then we will be able to find glory in the beautiful, diverse country that we live in. And that is our endeavor at DPS Sahibabad to ensure that the children are learning about this diverse country. They are doing research about different states. One steps out to see what the world is all about, but it's important to first see what your country is all about. Our north is so different from our south, and our west is so different from our east. So we have this incredible India, and I would urge each one of you in your lifetime to visit the length and the breadth of the country and appreciate the differences that we have, in different cultures, and yet the unity that we all have in these cultures. We are very proud of our country. We are very proud of our army. We are very proud of our achievements. So it's time to salute our army men. It's time to salute them because they work hard, and because of their hard work in the adverse situations also, we feel safe in our own country. We have difficult neighbors in China and in Pakistan, but then they are the ones who keep us safe all the time. So it's time to salute them, remember their um, sacrifices that they do for us so that we can sleep well and we can feel safe. So it's important to remember them. It is important to remember every Republic Day and every Independence Day that our freedom fighters who got us the freedom, and also who chalked out the path for all of us so many years back, 72 years back. So, my compliments to each one of you, the teachers as well as students who are going to participate in today's program. Every year we celebrate these festivals and these important days so that we can reiterate, we can revisit, and you as small children also understand the importance of these very, very important days in our life. So, all the best. My compliments to the entire team for putting up such a beautiful program. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Your message was really heart touching, and we will try to implement the same in our life. It's our holy tradition to worship our goddess Saraswati before any important event. So let's dedicate a prayer to Ma Saraswati. For that, I would like to invite Palak and Riddhima.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता या वीणा वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेष जाड्यापहा।
Thank you, Palak and Riddhima, for making this morning full of positive energy. Thousands laid down their lives so that our country breathed this day. We never forget their sacrifices. To tell you more about this day, now I would like to invite Mohammad Shehraz of class 6.
Venerated Director Ma'am, respected Principal Ma'am, dear teachers, parents, and my dear friends. Today I am going to speak a few words about Republic Day. Republic Day is celebrated every year on 26 January. It honors the date on which the Constitution of India came into effect on 26 January, replacing the Government of India Act as the governing document of India and thus turning the nation into a newly formed republic. The Constitution was adopted by the Indian Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and came into effect on 26 January 1950 with a democratic government system, completing the country's transition towards becoming an independent republic. 26 January was chosen as the day for Republic Day because it was on this day in 1929 when the Declaration of Indian Independence, Purna Swaraj, was proclaimed by the Indian National Congress as opposed to the dominion status offered by the British regime. History. India achieved independence from British Raj on 16th August 1947. The independence came through the Indian Independence Act 1947, an act of the Parliament of the United Kingdom. India obtained its independence on 15th August 1947 as a constitutional monarchy with George VI as head of state and the Earl Mountbatten as Governor General. On 29 August, a resolution was moved for the appointment of a drafting committee, which was appointed to draft a permanent constitution with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as chairman. While India's Independence Day celebrates its freedom from British rule, the Republic Day celebrates the coming force of its constitution. A draft constitution was prepared by the committee and submitted to the Constituent Assembly on 4 November 1947. After many deliberations and some modifications, the 308 members of the Assembly signed two handwritten copies of the document, one each in Hindi and English, on 24 January 1950. 2 days later, which was on 26 January 1950, it came into effect throughout the whole nation. On that day, Dr. Rajendra Prasad began his first term of office as President of the Indian Union. Celebration. The main Republic Day celebration is held in the national capital, New Delhi, at the Rajpath before the President of India. On this day, ceremonious parades take place at the Rajpath, which are performed as a tribute to India, its unity in diversity and rich cultural heritage. The Republic Day Parade. The Delhi Republic Day Parade is held in the capital, New Delhi, and is organized by the Ministry of Defence. Commencing from the gates of Rashtrapati Bhavan, the President's residence, Raisina Hill on Rajpath past the India Gate. This event is the main attraction of India's Republic Day and celebrations last for 3 days. The parade showcases India's French capability, culture and social heritage. Beating retreat. The beating retreat ceremony is held after officially denoting the end of Republic Day festivities. It is conducted on the evening of 29 January, the third day after Republic Day. It is performed by the bands of the three wings of the military, the Indian Army, the Indian Navy, and the Indian Air Force. The venue is Raisina Hill and an adjacent square Vijay Chowk, flanked by the north and south block of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, President's Palace, towards the end of the Rajpath. The army developed a ceremonial display by the masked bands in which the military band, pipes and drum bands, buglers and trumpeters from various army regiments besides bands from the Navy and Air Force, each part which play popular tunes like a pirate theme, Mahatma Gandhi, favorite hymns, and Sare Jahan Se Acha at the end. Award distribution. On the eve of Republic Day, the President of India distributes the Padma Awards to the civilians of India every year. These are the same highest civilian awards in India after Bharat Ratna. These awards are given in 3 categories: Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Shri. Padma Vibhushan for exceptional and distinguished service. Padma Vibhushan is the second highest civilian award in India. Padma Bhushan for distinguished service of a high order. Padma Bhushan is the third highest civilian award in India. Padma Shri for distinguished service. Padma Shri is the fourth highest civilian award in India. So in this day, we celebrated Republic Day. We have already celebrated 71 Republic Days, and in this year, we will be celebrating 22nd Republic Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiraz, for informative speech. They may kill me, but they cannot kill my ideas. They can crush my body, but they will not be able to crush my spirit. Bhagat Singh. Our freedom fighters won liberty for our country with their hard work, sacrifices, and above all, their unity. We feel privileged to present the life story of Mr. Yogendra Singh Yadav. For this, I would like to invite the students to depict his life story.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम पुण्या जैन है। मैं कक्षा 8वीं की छात्रा हूँ। आज मैं आपको बताने जा रही हूँ उत्तर प्रदेश के उन जाबाज जवानों के बारे में जिन्होंने अपनी जान की बाजी लगाकर देश का सर्वोच्च सैनिक सम्मान परमवीर चक्र हासिल कर उत्तर प्रदेश की धरती को गौरवान्वित किया। छोटी सी उम्र में बहादुरी के आकाश पर सितारों की तरह चमकने वाले ग्रेनेडियर योगेंद्र सिंह यादव उत्तर प्रदेश में बुलंदशहर के रहने वाले हैं। 10 मई 1980 में पैदा हुए योगेंद्र सिंह की परवरिश फौजी परिवेश में हुई। पिता सेना से रिटायर्ड थे, इसलिए घर में सेना का अनुशासन प्रभावी था। पिता करण सिंह ने 1965 और 1971 में पाकिस्तान के सैनिकों को धूल चटाई थी। पिता का ये पराक्रम योगेंद्र सिंह और इनके बड़े भाई जितेंद्र सिंह को सेना में भर्ती होने के लिए प्रेरित करता रहता था। चाहत में शिद्दत थी, इसलिए दोनों भाई सेना में भर्ती हो गए। योगेंद्र सिंह को 18 ग्रेनेडियर बटालियन में भर्ती होने का मौका मिला तो बड़े भाई जितेंद्र सिंह को आर्टिलरी कमांड में शामिल कर लिया गया। जवान जोश और देश के लिए कुर्बान होने के उत्साह के साथ योगेंद्र सिंह का भी कुछ साल ही सेना में गुजरा था कि युद्ध का बिगुल बज गया। इस बार भी हमलावर शत्रु पाकिस्तान था। 1971 के बाद ये भारत पाकिस्तान के बीच सबसे बड़ा युद्ध था। पाकिस्तान इस बार भारत से कश्मीर की सामरिक महत्व के हिस्से को हथियाने की नीयत से युद्ध में उतरा था। दुश्मन ने इस मंशा को पूरा करने के लिए लद्दाख और कारगिल की दुर्गम घाटियों की ओर से आक्रमण किया। भारत सेना ने दुश्मन के कुटिल इरादों को भांपते हुए उसे मुंह तोड़ जवाब देने के लिए कमर कस ली थी। हालांकि भारत की सेना दुश्मन के दुर्गम पहाड़ियों से हमलावर होने की साजिश से चकित थी, फिर भी सेना का जोश तूफान पर था। 3 जुलाई 1999 की रात में 18 ग्रेनेडियर्स को टाइगर हिल को कब्जे में करने का आदेश हुआ। रात्रि के 8 बजे आक्रमण का सिलसिला शुरू हुआ और 4 जुलाई को टाइगर हिल पर कुछ हिस्सा भारतीय सेना के कब्जे में आ गया था। दुश्मन पूरी तैयारी से युद्ध में उतरा था, इसलिए ये लड़ाई इतनी आसान नहीं थी। अब टाइगर हिल को पूरी तरह कब्जे में लेने के लिए दुश्मन के 3 बंकरों को नष्ट करने का लक्ष्य था। इस काम को अंजाम 16,500 फीट की बर्फ से ढकी पहाड़ी को पार करके ही दिया जा सकता था। लक्ष्य कठिन था, पर इसे पूरा कर दिखाने का जिम्मा लिया जाबाज सिपाही योगेंद्र सिंह यादव ने। जैसे ही रास्ता उठाकर लक्ष्य की ओर बढ़े, दुश्मन ने गोलियां बरसाना शुरू कर दिया। इस गोलाबारी में प्लाटून कमांडर और 2 जवान शहीद हो गए। इसके बावजूद योगेंद्र सिंह ने चढ़ाई जारी रखी। इस अभियान में इन्हें जांघ और पेट के पास गोलियां भी लगी, पर इनका हौसला नहीं टूटा। चढ़ाई पूरी कर इन्होंने घायल अवस्था में ही दुश्मन के ठिकाने को तहस नहस कर दिया। योगेंद्र सिंह टाइगर हिल को फतेह कर तिरंगा फहराने में सफल रहे। जब हौसला बुलंद हो और इरादे नेक हो तो मौत भी रास्ते में नहीं आती है। योगेंद्र सिंह को कई मोर्चों पर दुश्मन की गोलियों का निशाना बना पड़ा, लेकिन यह मौत के चंगुल से सुरक्षित बाहर निकले। योगेंद्र सिंह को देश सेवा में अमूल्य योगदान के लिए सर्वोच्च सैनिक सम्मान परमवीर चक्र से सम्मानित किया गया। यह देश का सौभाग्य है कि योगेंद्र सिंह मात्र 19 वर्ष की उम्र में ही इस महान पुरस्कार को पाकर वर्तमान में देश सेवा में लगे हुए हैं। मैं इस जाबाज सिपाही के सुनहरे भविष्य की कामना करती हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, students. I can feel the turbulence around. The atmosphere is electrifying with anticipation. Dance is an art and an expression. What cannot be said can be expressed. To take you to the tour of Indian culture, I invite Pratyusha and Rashi for Kathak performance.
nadim dere nadim dere nadim tadim 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 tana tana dere na de ta kit tak dhum kit tak dhum kit tak dhum kit tak dhum kit tak de ta le da de ta le da de ta le da sari gari re ga ma ga ma da
करि प्रणाम गुरु ध्यान शरण लगी नित्य करत जन हित सुख मांगू ले ताल छंद अंग रंग भरी धन धन कह ब्रिज श्याम मनाऊं धन धन कह ब्रिज श्याम मनाऊं धन धन कह ब्रिज श्याम मनाऊं
That was indeed a delightful performance. Can we have a big round of applause for them? Now I request respected Principal Ma'am to enlighten us on this blissful day.
Very well presented, Class 6. We started with Class 6 introduction by Falguni Ma'am. Very well done, Falguni Ma'am. Your class presented it well. And I want to specially thank Rahul sir for organizing such beautiful assembly, Ruchika for anchoring the show, and Shiraz for telling us what Republic Day is all about. Very good, Shiraz. Punya, you were good. We are really enlightened, and it has encouraged us all to do a lot for our own nation. Now, last but not the least, Rashi and Pratyusha, you were very good, fantastic. And Republic Day, as the name has suggested when we also got to hear what Republic Day is all about. Republic Day is, when is it, when we call a nation as republic? A nation becomes republic when we have our elected heads, right? If the country is run by people and its representatives, then that state is called republic. India is a republic. Also nominated and selected by common people. That's why we are republic and not a monarchy. Monarchy is hereditary, right? So it is monarchy cannot be called republic. We in India are not under anyone. We are sovereigns. That's why our elected representatives, they run the nation, and we are called republic. On this day, in 1950, we were gifted with a constitution by Constituent Assembly, and the constitution was implemented. Why we selected only 26th January as the day of Republic, though this was, the constitution was ready, completely ready 2 months ago. Why 26th January we selected? We selected to honor it because in 1929, in the month of December, Congress had already declared India as free, and the Freedom Day was to be on 26th January. Whereas in 1930, 26th January, we could not get our freedom. To honor that day, we celebrate Republic Day on 26th of January. So remember it, and you will go home, discuss with your parents. Why 26th January? Why not any other day? Right? Jai Hind, children. Beautiful assembly. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am. Your views are really inspiring and motivating. At last, in the end, I would like to say, let not pass this Republic Day as any other holiday. Instead, look within and think that whether we are fulfilling our fundamental duties or not. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.